held off on our earrings, and we ended up getting staff writer jobs on the show Blackish on ABC, which we feel very fortunate to work on.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And our start date happened to be January 4th. And I maintain that because we did not get staff jobs in 2020, we still have to uphold our pact to each other to get our ears pierced. Graham says that because we got our contracts at the end of 2020, that counts as good enough, and we don't have to get ear piercings.
So you, Ben, are pro-pierce, and Graham, yes, you are situationally anti-piercing.
Correct.
In other words, by the letter of your FACO agreement, you do not have to get your ears pierced, and therefore you are not going to. Is that correct, Graham?
That is what I maintain, yes, Your Honor.
That is what you maintain. And are you both 34?
I'm 35.
Whoa. You just made it into television. right at the last second. Because if you hadn't gotten staffed, I would have just told you to your face right now, quit, go home. No. Good job. Congratulations. Is it the first staff writing position that you guys have had as a duo?
It is.
Wowee. And you've been doing this. So what have you been doing for 10 years, if not writing television?
We had both been assistants for various writers before. I'd been a writer's assistant and a script coordinator, I had been working on Blackish for about 4.5 seasons before we were staffed as the script coordinator, which is a position. So I work in the writer's room, or when I was the script coordinator, it was basically like the editor and the publisher of all of the scripts. And so I acted as the liaison between the writer's office and then the rest of production.
Because, and when you're in a writer's room, and this is going back to a time when there were rooms that writers got and sat in, it's not a writer's Zoom, it's a writer's room. The writers can't write anything. They have to just sit there and eat snacks and fart ideas. And then someone like you, Graham, sort of writes them down and makes them make sense. Correct?
Correct.
That's what you get to do now. Now there's someone who's going to be you in the real room or virtual room or whatever it is, and you just get to laze about and eat snacks and go, is there something in the idea that it's a car? Is there something in the idea that it's an alligator? Which is funnier, an alligator or a caiman? And I'll give you a hint: alligator, because people don't know what a caiman is.
It's an island.
Cayman. Well, yeah, but it's also an alligator-like creature, Monty. You know what show you should pitch? Alligator-ish. It's about a caiman. You can have that one for free. This is the last season of Blackish, I believe, right? The 8th and final season. Yeah, so they took pity on you and said, "All right, we'll bump Graham up." And Graham's like, "Hey, I've got a deadbeat friend with a mustache. Can I bring him in as well? I've been working with him for 10 years. And they said, absolutely not. And Graham said, okay, I'm going to walk. And they said, that's fine. And then Graham said, okay, you called my bluff, but really Ben's a great guy. And they said, okay, we don't even care. This is the last season. We're not even, whatever's going to happen. We're just going to be pitching episodes about various prehistoric reptiles anyway. So sure. Is that about it? That's about how you get into television, right?
Eerily accurate.
But sincerely, like Ben, you were not working on the production Blackish. You were doing other stuff.
Right. I had been an assistant for some writers that worked at Blackish, so I knew some of the people there. But then after that assistant job ended, I was doing freelance advertising, copywriting.
I think some of our listeners might be curious as how one gets going in the business and how one can work for 10 years before even getting hired as a writer. And, where did it really begin for the two of you, and how did you guys meet?
We met in college, in film school, where I remained a film student. Ben was only a film student for a few short months before changing his major, but that's where we met. We became friends, and then after college, we were also roommates and working together. Right. And we decided, we get along, we might as well try writing. And so we started writing scripts. There's not a... I'm sorry?
Spec scripts?
Yes, spec scripts. We, also tried our hand at, one-act plays and short films and things of that nature, trying to attract notice. But then, we sort of fell into, I just ended up working at ABC. Everyone in Hollywood gets a job through somebody that they know or a recommendation.
Oh, okay.
And so eventually enough of our friends had jobs in the industry that I was able to get in as a writer's PA, which is, the person who gets coffee and lunch for all the writers. And then I sort of worked my way up at ABC over a period of too many years.
So wait a minute. You went to film school?
At Chapman University.
Say it again. Where?
At Chapman University. Go Panthers.
I've never heard of that university, but I guess that's a sports team.
I don't care if the Panthers go. The Panthers can go or stay, in my mind.
It's also their marching band, so.
Stay, Panthers, stay. Good boy. It's a reference to a title card from a production company. Jennifer Marmer gets it. Monty Belmonte gets it.
Ubu.
It's TV. This is inside TV. This is inside Panthers TV baseball talk. That's what this episode is. Right. So the secret is you move to Los Angeles, you meet a bunch of people, and then a friend gets you a low-level job. And that's why it's all white guys, pretty much still. We're working on it, I guess, as entertainment, as culture, right? We're working on it. Kenya Barris is working on it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, well, congratulations. Jennifer Marmer, please edit out the fact that they tried to write some one-act plays. Because I'm afraid their parents are going to listen to this. And it's been hard enough. 10 years post-graduation, they get a job as writers. I don't want to hear.
My parents flew out from Nebraska to watch one of our one-act plays. So
Wow. That is
Oh. All right. Couple more questions before we get to your frankly dumb dispute. Okay. So what was the one act play that your parents flew from Nebraska to see, Ben?
It was about two comedy writers who were kidnapped by the Russian government and forced to write fake news.
It's pretty good.
That is
pretty good. What was it called? Fake news?
It was called For Your Misinformation.
How about News-ish? Try that. It's another one you get for free. Tell Kenya Barris I'm ready and ready to go. I don't know anybody, but I'll come and buy coffee for everybody.
What about Compromat? And the good star Matt would be the guy that got kidnapped.
That's the adaptation for CBS. The adaptation.
Is this
Wow,
what it's like in
that's
a
some
writer's
small-
room where I just spew all sorts of stuff and then somebody tells me good or bad and then I just eat my snacks and go away?
No, what happens is there something in Compromat? And then just no one says anything. And you are no longer alive. That's what happens. Honestly, like, this is what I don't understand about one act plays. Go ahead and write 2 acts. Who cares? It's your play. If I were your parents flying in from Nebraska, and that's a long trip. That's probably, I don't even know if there's a direct flight from Omaha to Los Angeles. All right. Now, Graham, I want to ask you this because we talked about spec scripts. For people who don't know, a spec script is where you basically, you write an imaginary episode of an existing TV show within the genre that you want, either the TV show you want to write for or within the genre that you want to write for. And this is something that television writers have to do. What was the spec script what show did you write a spec script for?
We wrote a couple. I think we did a Bob's Burgers, but our favorite one was an episode of Archer.
Oh, Archer, product of Floyd County Productions in Atlanta. Same as, I would dare say, its sibling show, Dicktown. Available sort of at bit.ly/Dicktown, DICKTOWN. And what happened in your, so you just wrote a fake Archer.
Correct.
And what was your spec script for Archer?
That one was about the team, and this was many years ago, but the team gets hired to find or to steal an artifact from German archaeologists, which sends Archer into just a tailspin where he is so happy that he gets to live out his Indiana Jones fantasy. And so, yeah.
Feels a little Venture Brothers to me. Sorry, guys.
Oh, we love Venture Brothers.
We enjoyed the work.